Hello and welcome to Photo Reviews. Today we will be taking a quick look at the Toyota Rumion. This is one Toyota that has not had huge success in the Kenyan market, and we will try to find out why in this video. Before we start, please consider subscribing to the channel if you find this content helpful. You can also use the details in the description box to support the production of this content by donating. So this Toyota Rumion was in production for a short time. It started being produced in 2007, and in 2015 Toyota stopped producing it. The Rumion nameplate has however been revived, and as from 2021 Toyota started selling the 7-seater Suzuki Ertiga as a rebadged Toyota Rumion. So they are using the same name but on a different car. The Toyota Spacious was replaced by this Rumion. Then in 2015, the Rumion was succeeded by the Toyota Auris. The Rumion was built on the Toyota new MC platform that had replaced both the E and T platforms that had underpinned vehicles such as the Corona, Carina and Avensis. You can get a 2014 Rumion between 1.1 million to around 1.4 million depending on the mileage and trim level. Earlier models from 2007 to around 2012 are more affordable, with some going for as low as around 700,000 shillings. Those are mostly the ones that have already been used locally. As for the insurance, the third party is 7,000 shillings per annum, while for the comprehensive insurance I got back a figure of around 60,000 shillings on average for the 2014 and 2015 models. Earlier models will cost less to insure. This car is available with two engine options, a 1.5 litre or a slightly more powerful 1.8 litre engine. Both engine options can only be coupled to a CVT gearbox. Variants with the 1.8 litre engine are also available in all-wheel drive. You cannot get the 1.5 litre with all-wheel drive. It only comes in front-wheel drive. The 1.5 litre can achieve around 15 km per litre, while the 1.8 litre can get around 13 km per litre depending on how you drive. This car is boxy and not very aerodynamic, so you may find that another car that is more aerodynamic with the same engine may achieve slightly better efficiency figures. For example, a Fielder with the 1.5 litre engine may be slightly more fuel efficient than a Rumion with the same 1.5 litre engine. In fact, the engine options in this Rumion are shared in so many other vehicles, such as the already mentioned Toyota Fielder. Both engine options are very reliable. There is nothing much that can go wrong with either of these engines. They are decently powerful, but if you need more power, then get the 1.8 litre. The CVT gearbox is also quite reliable if it is well maintained. Always make sure you use the recommended CVT fluid. The fuel tank is 50 litres. In terms of the minor service, expect to spend around 7,000 shillings on average after every 5,000 kilometers and around 15,000 shillings on average for the major service after 10,000 kilometers. Being a simple engine, it's quite affordable to maintain, and even if you need certain engine components, it will be very easy to find them, as these engines are used in many other Toyotas, so the parts are interchangeable. This car gets ventilated discs at the front and at the back. The basic variants get drums, while higher variants get solid disc brakes. The stock rims are 15 inches. The cab weight ranges between 1,270 to around 1,400 kilograms, with the all-wheel drive variants being the heaviest. Moving on to the ground clearance, it measures in at around 135 millimeters, which is low by Kenyan standards, so you will have to be careful when going over severe bumps, especially if the car is loaded. Finally, some of the extra features you can get with this car include alloy wheels, fog lights, projector headlights, automatic AC and keyless entry and go. So there's not a lot that is offered, being that this is just a basic and simple car. So with all that out of the way, what do you think about the design of this car? It definitely looks very boxy, and I think it's either a love or hate design. Some people think it almost looks like a refreshed Pro Box. Others like it, but do let me know what you think in the comment section. It can be confusing to determine what exactly it is. It looks like a big hatchback. In some angles it looks like a station wagon. It also tends to look like a growing SUV. In the interior, it's quite spacious, especially the second row of seats. 3 people can sit there comfortably even on long journeys. There is more than sufficient head, leg and foot room. The boot is also generously spaced and it can swallow even 3 or 4 large suitcases. If you need more space, then the rear seats can also be folded down into the floor to create a large cargo space. Finally, at the front, the space is also very sufficient even for tall people. The dash design is basic but reasonably laid out, except the instrument cluster that is positioned at the center instead of in front of the driver, which should be the logical position. There are several storage compartments. There is also an armrest and cup holders beside the handbrake. All in all, it's an acceptable interior design. Some people may not like it, but it's not that bad. So there you have it. This is one very spacious, reliable and uniquely designed car, but people don't seem to like it very much, partly due to its exterior design that elicits mixed reactions. It's a car that can serve you well in terms of business because it offers quite some good space, especially if you fold down the back seats. It can also be used as a family car, so its usage is unlimited. It's reliable and fuel efficient as well, especially the 1.5 liter engine. The only reason that some people do not consider it is because of its exterior design, but if you can look past that, it's actually not a bad car at all. It's also well priced, especially earlier models like the 2012, which you can get with less than 1 million shillings. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and also feel free to reach me if you have any enquiries or want to advertise your car for sale on the channel. See you in the next video.